And ultimately, our world is transformed and new languages are created, a new human and a new humanity. We are on the edge of extinction. This is our revolution. There's an evolutionary impulse. There's movement, deepening relationships, new languages. The self-reflective Homo sapiens triumph in new possibility with the spirit of the divine moving through us.
Here I recapitulate pivotal sections of first principles in direct quotes from Dr. Marc Gafni or Barbara Marx Hubbard, woven together from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths broadcast.
We're looking at the movie Dune in our spiritual practice of reading a text of culture to practice sense-making. Dune is not just a hero's journey, nor a male coming-of-age movie. Frank Herbert's 1965 science fiction novel Dune asks, how do we create the new world? And how do we create the new languages? Herbert writes a Messiah story. He's reaching, searching, opening doors. We emerge from Dune with a vision of creating that better world. We need leaders. We need messiahs. Political leaders must be mystical leaders. He's wrestling with the right issues, asking the right questions. In the great traditions, the better world was made dependent on a particular form of leadership. And that form of leadership was called Messiah, the one who incarnated in their body, spirit, and psyche, the new human and the new humanity. We want to make sense of this conversation through a new language, first principles and first values, through Dharma. We state the Messiah, or Homo Amor, is not just an individual human being, but Homo Amor, like Homo sapiens, is a genus, not just one Messiah, but the democratization of messianism. We are each messiahs, re-embracing charismatic leadership, taking responsibility for stepping into personal destiny of leadership, being aware of the potential corruptions of leadership, knowing that the leader is always an imperfect vessel for the light. We are also wildly aware of the tragedy of the messianic figure, that everyone is waiting for the Messiah, that we disempower our own capacity. We need a unique self-symphony based on the democratization of messianism. Like the story of Dune, we have the capacity to bring together our shamanic mystical skills with political, diplomatic, powerful, visionary leadership, and actually download the core of the messianic movement. This is the holy paradox and the holy vision that we aspire to at this moment in history. A big group of us, a world in which every person is literally a messiah. And ultimately, our world is transformed and new languages are created, a new human and a new humanity. We are on the edge of extinction. This is our revolution. There's an evolutionary impulse. There's movement, deepening relationships, new languages. The self-reflective Homo sapiens triumph in new possibility with the spirit of the divine moving through us. Be willing to lay it down, to go all the way in this lifetime, to get uncomfortable, to take responsibility for the whole thing, to sleep and to dream this revolution. Be willing to birth the new language, which becomes an evolving source code for a culture in meta crisis. Ask, how do we hold this gang together? How do we move forward together? We need the spark of the holy charismatic leader, a community of democratized messiahs, animated by authentic leaders. We move through stages of development. We don't just remain at this plateau of humanity.